To the ETF Inspector, it's Wednesday, July 9th, and Wednesday means it's Declaration Day if you saw it on the thumbnail. All right, this is the video for the three Roundhill funds, QDTE, XDTE, and RDTE. They're the NASDAQ Innovation 100, the S&P 500, and the Russell 2000 Covered Call Strategy ETFs. I was trying to find some more information today. I just skimmed through this 38-page prospectus. Wasn't able to find what I'm looking for. So I'm going to have to go back and try to find some interviews with the fund managers. Real quick, I'm also on X, ETF_Inspector1. Not only do I let you know when videos are out, but I let you know as soon as I see the trades that get made in these, because they put them out within like 15 minutes. So if you were interested in trading along with them, you can see how the pros are trading. But these videos, the purpose is just to let you know how your money's doing within each fund. And so that's what I like to do, just giving you all the information all in one spot. We'll start off just looking at the market, right? The NASDAQ 100 was up 0.72%. QDTE fund following it up 0.81%, so it outperformed. The S&P 500 up 0.61%, XDTE up 0.64%, outperformed again, and the Russell 2000 up 1.07%, with RDTE outperforming with a 1.17%. So things are looking good if you own any or all of these funds. All right, we'll take a quick look at how, before we get into the trades, since it's Declaration Day, that's probably what you're most interested in if you've got money in a weekly dividend payer. So QDTE started out, they pay out to 6 decimal points. So we're just going to say 23.7135 cents. So 23, almost 24 cents per share. If you divide that by the your share price and then multiply that by 52, right? If you got that 52 weeks out of a year, and then divide that by your share price, that's a 34.72% annual return. So not bad, other than these high yield funds here that are starting to come out. Good luck finding those kind of percentages from any company stock paying that. So let's take a look. QDTE today, this morning, sold a call at 22,850, and for a lot of the day it was looking good, but as you saw, it did close above that, 22,864.91. So 22,850 was the strike price, so it was $14.91 above that. They did collect a nice premium, $36 plus per share, 100 shares per contract, 348 contracts. So they collected $1.2 million on selling that. I was trying to read through and see the strategy on if do they end up letting, since they sold a call, do they end up letting shares go of their deep in the money calls, because these are what they're using to be able to sell covered calls off of. They don't actually own any shares. So do they give up shares? I doubt it. So my realistic thought is they pay the difference. So it was $14.91 beyond their share price. So they collected $36.61, but then they would have had to pay back $14.91 times all those contracts, which is $518,000. I haven't decided how I want to make this chart look altogether in the end, so it'll be better than this. But for now, just to give you the information, that didn't work. That's because I had minus a negative, so let's switch that to plus. So they still got to keep $755,000 out of the $1.2 million, which would still make it the best trading day so far this week. So not a bad day. A win is a win, right? Next, XDTE, covering the S&P, declared their dividend. So today's Declaration Day, Thursday is X Day, and Friday is payday. I'm pretty sure on that. I'll double check it. But 25.3709 cents, and that comes out to an annual yield of 29.76% based on XDTE's closing price today. They sold 6,260 as the strike price on their call. It closed at 6,263.26, so it was $3.26 too high, but they collected $8 a share. So today seemed like it was risky day. They went for a more risky move, collected more premium. I would still say it won, right? Because even when you subtract off the 326 from the 808, it still made out to be a great day, right? So let's see. We'll combine just so we don't have to do the math in our head. They still got to keep 310,000, which is right on par, right in the range of what they've been keeping per day anyway. So it was another successful trading day for XDTE. And then RDTE announced a 26.1960% cent distribution. That's per share. That's what you'll be getting in your account. So, man, I would say you want 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. If you had 100,000 shares, then you don't worry about these pennies. Actually, let's go 10, 100, 1,000. So if you had 1,000 shares, you'd get a non-rounded number, right? Because you'd get $261.96. But all right, I'm done goofing off. That comes out to 39.22% annual yield. So another nice one. RDTE. This one didn't work out as well, but it's still a win. So we're not going to complain. I've said it in my other videos. My brother said it to me once on making bad trades or trading too early or too late and could have done better. He said, we're trying to make money, not make all the money. So they made money. So that's better than losing it. So they collected $3.44 per share initially, but it went $2.49 over their strike price. So they've got to pay that back to make the difference. Only collecting $59,000 today, but hey, it's a decent chunk of money just for clicking a couple buttons first thing in the morning and then sitting back and relaxing all day. So all profitable days so far, 3 in a row. Not bad. I'd like to, so I did verify the whole 2-week delay thing. I was trying to read through the prospectus to find if they state that they're trying to pay a certain amount based on the IV, regardless of whether they make money or not, or do they pay 90% of what they made? Do they pay 100%? I doubt that, because then you'd have no rainy day fund on weeks where you lose money. But if anybody knows, leave it in the comments. If anybody wants to point me in the right direction where it's been stated in interviews or in documentation, I can't find it yet, but I will. So just a quick look as we back up now. So it's 7 days, obviously, on all of them till next declaration date. Net assets on QDTE, the reason I have it first, I have them in order from largest to smallest. So they're up to 780 million. So they're over $750 million. 22,190,000 shares. The NAV and the closing price on the fund, they're a little bit off, but that's also because your NAV doesn't update till the next morning when we get the value increases. So I would assume as we increase all these numbers by about 0.8%, that increase will bring us real close on there as well. All right, because a 1% increase will be 35 cents, and that will put us over. So it's gonna be real close, within a few cents. Other than that, holdings didn't really change much. Their cash kind of fluctuates back and forth between in the negative or the positive, just based off of if they were making purchases or sales on the day, but it all balances out. XDTE's getting close to 400 million. They've got a little over 9 million outstanding shares. And again, right, 4404 is the NAV as of the start of the day, but the fund increased 0.62% throughout the day. The NAV has not realized yet because these values don't update till the next day. So again, right in line with each other. And finally, RDTE, 139 million assets under management, a little over 4 million outstanding shares. 34.42 NAV, and after that increased a little over 1%, it's about 1% off. So, all right, I think that was everything, right? We talked about the trades and the declarations, trying to keep these videos nice and short. So, hope you enjoy them. If you want to see something else or something more, let me know in the comments. But I kind of like these short, sweet updates. So good luck trading tomorrow, and watch out on X again if you are interested to see the trade strikes that they choose, because I'll try to get them out as early as I can. All right, have a good day.